Hey guys, Silicon Slave here. Today I've got a short video where I'm going to go through and explain what mastering is and how to create a really basic mastering chain just from inbuilt Ableton plugins. So to start with, let's just go into the audio effects. We're not going to need too much. It's only three main things and then a little additional add-on. So we've got an EQ8, we've got a multiband dynamics, we have a limiter, and I told you it was going to be just Ableton plugins, but I'm going to do one cheeky one. And put a little span in. So what span is it's a visualizer. It's actually a free plugin from Voxengo. It's really great if you want to get started on mastering and mixing. It's a really good way to visually see what's going on with your songs and figure out what you need to do to improve them. So first of all, let's go in and explain what we're doing. So all these effects are on the master channel here. What's happening? This song, which is the mix down all compressed into one file, is going to be sent through the EQ8 into the multi-band dynamics, into the limiter, and then the output of the limiter we'll be able to see and span and see what it looks like. So first off, what we want to do with the EQ is put it on mid-side mode. And what this is going to allow us to do is to decide individually which frequencies we want to be cut in the mid and which frequencies we want to boost on the side. Now, there's no hard and fast rules, as always, for this, but in general, we want to cut the super low frequencies because, for the most part, they're not really doing anything. A lot of subs don't really go below like 20, and you'll find that having all this extra information in your song, it's actually just wasted space that you can use to make the song louder by boosting the limiter. So for all the extra lows we're cutting out, that means all these extra lows above it, they become much more prevalent and much more hearable. So that's why we're doing that. And we're going to have this little headphone thing enabled so we can hear what we're doing. So we'll just go to the actual track itself.
So what's your love cost? Just about a sub soft. Give me double meat.
So I'm using headphones, so I can't hear everything perfectly, but I'm going to go and say 30.
The internet, we see coochies getting 3Ds. Lord, please, on the knees just to...
So now that we've got some of our ultra lows cut out, the next thing we want to do is boost up some of the highs. And we're going to do this on the sides because the thing is, these sort of super high frequencies, they're not going to interfere phasing wise like a lot of these lower, like mid lows are with the bass. So it means that we can really make the hats sort of stand out in the mix by putting them on the sides, right? So what we do, go to 6, we're going to turn it into a shelf. Generally we want to boost by about 3 here, but there's no real hard and fast rules. So going about that, turn the Q down a little bit. And so now that we've boosted this much on the sides, what we want to do is we also want to cut that much from the mids. So we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go 4, make it a high shelf. Oh, it already is. We're going to turn down the Q. I think it was like 65 or something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. And we want to drop it by roughly the same amount that we boosted the sides.
So what's your love cost? Just about a sub soft. Give me double meat and a treat we can rub off. I'll be discreet. No love lost is infinite. Spray it to the mat. Unlimited in movies and TV. Coochie's getting 3Ds. Low.
Okay, so actually, I'm going to move these a little bit more like that. Yeah, I think that's about right.
So what's your love cost? Just about.
And that's it. That's all we're going to do with this EQ, is we're cutting the super duper lows and we're boosting the sides of the super duper highs while we cut them. So now we're going to get into the actual meat of the track, and I think what part of the biggest part of mastering is, which is using this multi-band dynamics thing to squish each of the three groups, the highs, the mids, and the lows, into the right ratio that we want. In general, I find it's easier to work with the sound when it's already pretty loud. So let's boost it, we'll say by like 12 dB.
I'll be discreet, no love lost is infinite. Spray it to the masses like bullets indiscriminate.
Okay, so now it's got a bit of juice to it.
I'll be discreet, no love lost is infinite. Spray it to the masses like bullets indiscriminate. They try and limit it in movies and TV, but on the internet we see coochies getting 3Ds.
So by adjusting this bar here, we're changing the threshold, and if we pull up and down on it, we can change the ratio of that threshold. So we want it so that this is just poking above where the threshold is. And then see, if it's blue, it's going to be expanding, whereas if it's red, it's going to be compressing. And once again, it's totally different. It depends on the mix of the song, but in general, you want the attack to be somewhere between like 18 and 22, and the cut is going to be completely different on every song. So we just have to listen to it, which.
Just to see me, she told me she's a fan and I asked her for a freebie. What's your love cost?
I think that's probably good for now. So now we'll move on to the mids.
I'll be discreet, no love lost is infinite. Spray it to the masses like bullets indiscriminate. They try and limit it in movies and TV, but on the internet we see coochies getting 3Ds. Lord please, on her knees just to see me. She told me she's a fan and I asked her for a freebie. What's your love cost? No love lost. What's your love cost? I'll be discreet, no love lost is infinite. Spray it to the masses like bullets indiscriminate. They try.
So okay, so this is it with just the loudness from the limiter without us playing with the dynamics and the EQ.
I'll be discreet, no love lost is infinite. Spray it to the masses like bullets indiscriminate. They try and limit it in movies and TV, but on the internet we see coochies getting 3Ds. Lord please, on her knees just to see me. She told me she's a fan and I asked her for a freebie. What's your love cost?
So yeah, I think that's sounding a lot better. So I think that's a good start for those two. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to span, and we're going to look at the frequencies and the overall loudness of the track, and we're going to use that as a guide to decide, do we need to do more here? Do we need to boost more? Do we need to not boost as much? And yeah.
I'll be discreet, no love lost is infinite. Spray it to the masses like bullets indiscriminate. They try and limit it in movies and TV, but on the internet we see coochies getting 3Ds. Lord please, on.
Okay, so right now the RMS is about -19. In general, most like commercial quote-unquote songs are somewhere between 10 and 7. Now, once again, you know, there's no rules here, and a lot of people have argued that by completely removing dynamics, you know, you kind of fuck shit up. So, but nonetheless, we want it to sound big. We want it to sound loud and comparable to like commercial songs. So when you play it online or, you know, on the speakers or whatever, it sounds juicy. So
I'll be discreet, no love lost is infinite. Spray it to the masses like bullets indiscriminate. They try and limit it in movies and TV, but on the internet we see coochies getting 3Ds. Lord please, on her knees just to see me. She told me she's a fan and I asked her for a freebie. What's your love cost? No love lost. What's your love cost? So what's your love cost? Just about a sub soft. Give me double meat and a treat we can rub off. I'll be discreet, no love lost is infinite. Spray it to the masses like bullets indiscriminate. They try and limit it in movies and TV, but on the internet we see coochies getting 3Ds. Lord please, on her knees just to see me. She told me she's a fan and I asked her for a freebie. What's your love cost? It's no love lost. What's your love cost? It's no love lost. What's your love cost?
So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is a very basic mastering chain in Ableton using all Ableton plugins with the exception of Span. Now the only thing left for us to do is to export it, and I can actually show you the difference between what the mastered and the unmastered audio actually looks like. So there you go. You can see, you know, we've got this intro is a lot fatter. We've got a nice clean start to the beat, nice clean finish, this middle bit here. And altogether, we've just quickly, you know, made something nice out of our music and made it so that it's loud and we can play it, you know, to our friends or in the club without having any, without having to like boost it some huge amount. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. I think, yeah, I found it very hard to find a really simple video that explained what mastering is and what the whole process was. Just a couple quick things, you know, once again, it's really important. The mix down that you have here will have a huge impact on what your overall output on the master is. So, and the only real way to get any better at mixing is to just keep practicing and keep working on your ears and improving their ability to hear frequencies and decide if they're right or not. So, you know, it's the type of thing you got to really just keep at it if you want to get good at this shit. But anyway, thanks so much for watching the video. Silicon Slave, once again, check out my music. I think it's pretty good. Pretty good. Have a great day, guys. Peace.